Yeah.
This is where you said Dakari. You know what?
Dracarys. Valamogolis.
We're keeping this part.
Lakiri. Lakiri, Vemax. Lakiri.
Welcome to Technologia, your one place where we break down the latest trends in technology and finance. But today, we have a very special discussion lined up for your guests.
Ooh. It's been 1 month since we started this, and we decided to give you something really interesting, which is Game of Thrones.
House of Dragon,
Yeah, Game of Thrones, House of Dragon.
Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Ah, nice. But anyways, it's all about the Targaryen family and Tyrion Lannister.
I was gonna say, or the Northerners, you know, the Starks.
Okay.
Forget the Lannisters. No one cares about the BS. So, Explicit and I are big Game of Thrones fans, obviously. We disagree a lot, though, when it comes to the show. For instance, I'm a very big Cersei fan, and he's a big Tyrion fan.
Who doesn't love Tyrion Lannister?
I think it's all hype.
No, it's not. Bruh. He's one of the best characters in that show. From season 1, when he slapped, what was his name?
Stand the wailing of women.
He was a prince then. Joffrey, yeah, when he slapped Joffrey.
And I hit you.
I'm counting you up.
Do you
He was one of the
understand?
best characters.
I also love Daenerys, and I'm okay with the ending. Explicit, I don't know if you like Daenerys, but I know you don't like the ending, like
Bruh.
most people.
I liked Daenerys when she did not have much power. But when those dragons started growing and she was burning everyone, bro, look at this.
I'm a big Daenerys fan. I think she was right the entire way. I think the only issues with the show were people were being sexist and not listening to Daenerys. For instance, after the Great War, you know, with the White Walkers, the people were overhyping Jon Snow, saying it was all him that came riding those dragons and saved the day. But the truth is, it was, Daenerys who came, and it was her army that helped, you know, her Dothraki that were in the front lines, literally, with burning blades that killed the White Walkers. She literally lost a dragon, but people thought Jon Snow, for some reason, was the hero of the story. He wasn't, you know? And I think that got into her head, you know? And then she also finds out at some point that Jon Snow could be the legitimate king. And then I think she then got insecure, you know? And that just got in her head. And also, if you see how she lost all the people she loved, she lost her, I don't want to say her maid, but the girls that was beheaded.
Oh, yeah.
Language translator. She also lost her protector, her knight, what's his name? The Sir. The knight that kept, you know, that had a crush on her, basically, that she really loved him, that was sick at some point. She lost him at the war, the Great War, right? She lost so much in that war.
Jorah moment.
Yeah. And so all of that played into her head, you know? So yeah, I do understand how, and she lost a dragon too as she was going, yeah, it was shot by that crazy the undead guy, you know, that was, you know, with Cersei.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see why she was angry, you know? And then her bestie says Dracarys, or like, what did she say?
Dracarys!
You see, I think if I went through all of that, I would let all hell loose.
You know what? Lakiri.
Is that how you become a dragon?
Yeah, become Lakiri Vemax. That brings me. Vemax was one of my favorite dragons from House of Dragons. But, anyways, you know, it's one of them where it's like, despite all that happening, it doesn't justify killing people like that. Bruh, those skills were just like out of this world.
It just also reminds me now. Cersei killed a lot of people. When she killed the Pope.
Wait, so you see the people that you like? You like people who are mass murderers. Okay, let's. Okay, one of the last wars.
No, I like strong, independent women. I'll go on camera and say that.
No, that's mass murder. But the last war, right? At the ending of season 8. So you see on that war, right? Literally, a bell was rung to say that they'd surrendered, and that is what they'd agreed, that when this bell rings, stop firing everything. And she went on to burn the whole city. How do you want to live in the city of ashes?
To be fair, the whole city wasn't burned at the end of the day. I think you're over-exaggerating.
No, she wanted to. That's what she was doing, wasn't it? Like she was supposed to stop like way earlier, and she escalated it more than it was supposed to be. The bell was rung, and she heard it, and she continued firing, bruh. That was like mass incarceration, bruh.
To be fair, guys, these are all fictional characters at the end of the day, the ones that were killed, and they weren't really main characters, so
Because they're not main characters. Okay, what you're just saying is just like right now, the powerful and the rich can just start killing us because we are not main actors in this game.
No, in a fictional world, you can slime as much people as you want.
You're just saying that Elon Musk sends some drones to kill everyone right now.
That's not what I said. In a fictional world, right? It's fair game. But yeah, like Cersei, when she killed the entire church, the Pope, and all those people, no one said anything,
That's why we don't like it.
Okay, forget that, because I know you guys are being sexist, right? I keep telling you, if it was a man that came and like burned down shit and caused all the havoc, no one would be like, oh, it was too much,
No matter who it was, men, women, or whatever, that was extreme.
You see, and this is where we disagree on the imp, where I think is overrated, because Daenerys, she was like, I'm just gonna ride my dragons, go straight to King's Landing, do my shit,
and bend people.
Do my shit.
No, say it as it is. I'm just going straight there and bend people, bend the host. She mentioned it. She was like, I'm just going go there, cause havoc.
To be fair, these people of King's Landing have no loyalty to the crown. They are just there to survive, They don't care who gets overtaken and stuff, right?
Exactly.
You see, if she had burnt people of the north, they have true loyalty, Like I was telling you, they go fight for the king of the north. I bet you they weren't being paid and shit, just there for the vibes. You see, if she had slimed them, that would be an issue. But for King's Landers or King's Landing people, there's no true loyalty with them, which doesn't really justify them being slimed. But what was I saying? If she had just gone straight to King's Landing and overtaken it, she would have had all her dragons first of all. She wouldn't have had her servant or girl like kidnapped.
Candy.
Yeah, kidnapped. But she divided her troops, and then this imp was like, "Oh, split your army into 3. Send some to King's Landing. Send some to Castle Rock. Send some to go help the old woman that poisoned Joffrey. I forget her name. She died by poison.
The lady at the dawn.
Yeah.
The Dornishka. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the imp, and then I already told you this too. his plans just have been bad, you know. Even when before they came back to Westeros, he tried negotiating with the slavers to abolish slavery in like 5 years. Such a stupid plan. Like, I think he was drunk when he came up with those ideas.
No, I think that was like actual politics. Like that guy, he was smart, right? It's like those people, right? You really can negotiate them, and you can't just come and cut off what's supplying them. So you cut it half by half, and you give them like a grace period. People do it right now. But anyways. You mentioned about the people that were playing in the game, like they weren't loyal to the throne. That justifies the fact that they weren't supposed to be killed. They didn't care about the throne. They didn't care who was running the shit. They just wanted to be alive. They just wanted to just get their peanuts every day.
See, I'm a Daenerys loyalist all the way. If I was in the army, because remember that part where they were like, the people had put down the sword, like they had surrendered, and then the bells had been rang, but then she was still burning people.
Yeah.
I would have been like, hey, yo, you heard what she said, Sliming this guy.
Nah, that's the time that I was saying, everyone is surrendered, you have captured the Red Keep. Stop the war. Let's let people live.
There doesn't have to be logic to it. What the queen says, it stands, bro.
Do you still remember when she killed the Tarly family? She was like...
I was just thinking about that, yeah.
Because it was kind of diabolical. Because she said, so I don't take slaves, but I burn people who don't follow me.
You stop beheading entire
I'm not
families.
beheading anyone.
Your Grace.
Lord Randall Tarly, Dickon Tarly. I, Daenerys of House Targaryen, first of my name, breaker of chains and mother of dragons, sentence you to die. Dracarys.
I saw an edit of that recently, and I was like, this woman is incredible, bro.
How is that incredible? That's terrific.
No, terrible. Terrific is good.
That's terrific, bro.
No, that's terrifying. Yeah. No, terrific. Yeah. See, I saw that recently. I was like, that's just so much logic, though. When you think about it, that's a lot of logic, because listen, she'd just come back to Westeros, right? This is the first people she has captured, and I was telling you before this podcast about the precedent, right? If you capture the first house, tell them to bend the knee, and they refuse, and take them as a slave, every house will just copy the same, right? But if you burn them, you're setting a precedent, and everyone knows that you're not to be fucked with, And so yeah.
What about taking them as slaves?
That's what I just said. No slaves.
If you take them as slaves, no one wants to be a slave.
Because that's a precedent. Everyone will be. That's an option. We'll
bruh.
escape one day. Our time will come back.
Those things weren't. Okay, it's better for them to be put in a slave jail and then have the dragon monitor them. No one's moving.
You have to agree, though. She was oral farming so much, bro. She was like, you cannot behead them. And she said, who said anything about beheading?
And then she was like,
Did you see the dragon come out of the mountain, bro? It was like,
Dracarys.
And also, again, this queen, our queen, right? If you think about it too, it's a logistics issue. Like, she's so smart. If you take slaves,
She's not smart.
no, it's a logistics master plan or game plan.
Emotional plan.
Logistics, because think about bro. When you go to King's Landing, do you know how many slaves or how many captives she would have taken, bro? There are too many. How would you feed them, bro? Just we don't have enough cages.
I think it was better for her not to even feed the slaves. Bro, dying through fire.
it would be a quick and painless death. The last time,
Fire is not painless, bro. Did you see those people were running around when they were just being burnt, bro? By fire?
bro, it was like 0.8 seconds, bro, or like At max 2 seconds.
But
Hey man, whatever the queen says, it stands. I think next time we can talk about Rhaenyra, because she's another goat.
Rhaenyra is the god. Rhaenyra is she's the real definition of leadership.
Mm.
Have you ever heard it? Lakiri. Me, I speak Old Valyrian, not my fault, Vala Mogolis. But thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for being with us within this whole month. Thank you for your support. We continue looking towards your support, and we'll be throwing in one or two of these funny episodes where we don't dig deep into tech, but we just go into maybe shows or different things that will be fascinating. And we are very big fans of Game of Thrones,
Yes.
House of Dragon, and the Night of the Seven Kingdom.
Yes, thank you for tuning in, and let us know what your thoughts are in the comments.